Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Boakai if you don't organize yourself in a respectful manner, we'll keep your paper like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen Delta Present. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Both connecting those things.
We are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to True FM 96.1.
Pleasant good evening. Welcome to News Desk 45 minutes of news from Liberia and other parts of the world. Today is Thursday, October 17, 2024. This is Marka Davis anchoring. In the headlines, President Joseph Boakai describes Liberia as a virgin nation with vast untapped investment opportunities, encourages Italian investors to take interest in investing in Liberia. Field plot to remove House Speaker Fonati Kofa as having representatives pass a resolution declaring vote of no confidence in the Speaker, but his party, the CDC, comes in strong defense of the Speaker. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection strongly condemns the unauthorized and inappropriate dissemination of a video interview involving a man from Kakata, Margibi County. And of the Home Front, Kenya Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in hospital ahead of impeachment vote, his lawyer says. The details of these developments, including the bulletin of news, voices of the newsmakers, sports, are all part of this presentation of News Desk. We're taking a short break to be back.
Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
Thanks for rejoining us. Up next is the bulletin of news with Nakita Ravels. Good evening.
Good evening, Maka, and good evening, everyone. President Joseph Boakai has described Liberia as a virgin nation with vast, untapped investment opportunities. President Boakai assured potential investors of the country's friendly business environment and the prospects for significant returns on investment, particularly given Liberia's strategic position within West Africa. The Liberian leader was speaking Wednesday during a high-profile meeting with representatives of Confamio Mediterraneo, a prominent Italian association representing over 250 enterprises across various sectors, including health, green economy, agricultural, oil and gas, construction, food, transport, and logistics. He assured the group that doing business in Liberia offers tremendous opportunities, especially in terms of profitability, pointing to Liberia's adventurous location of transshipment facilitated by trade protocols within the Mono River Union, which simplify the movement of goods and services across the region. The discussion attracted interest from Italian business leaders who inquired about opportunities in sectors such as oil and gas, tourism, sanitation, health services, agriculture, green energy, power generation, and infrastructure development. President Bouacar expressed optimism for Italian businesses to invest in Liberia's road networks, banking sectors, and restaurant industry, while also exploring the feasibility of constructing a coastal highway. About 47 members of the House of Representatives, making up two-thirds majority, has declared vote of no confidence in House Speaker Fanati Kofa. Speaker Kofa, who is currently out of the country leadership, has been under serious pressure by some of his colleagues who want him to be removed. This tension disrupted normal section at the House of Representatives on Thursday. The lawmakers said their decision is in line with Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution and Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedure of the House of Representatives. Article 49 of the Constitution states that the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and other elected officials can be removed from office for cause by two-thirds majority of the membership. The resolution to remove Speaker Kofa was read by Nimba County District 2 Representative Yang Flomo on behalf of his colleagues. Prior to the reading of the petition, the Chair of Rules, Order and Administration at the House of Representatives, Melvin Cole, accused the Deputy Speaker Tomo Fala of giving each lawmaker $25,000 to remove Speaker Kofa. Representative Thomas Fala has, however, denied the claims, stating that he does not have the power to remove the Speaker. Fala told a local radio station in Monrovia that the Speaker is his boss and he has no reason to plot against him. Meanwhile, the Speaker's party, the Congress for Democratic Change, has come in strong defense of their member, stating that the party will resist any attempt to illegally remove Speaker Kofa. CDC Acting Chairman Janga Cole said the party stands by Speaker Kofa, stating that he has committed no wrong to be removed. Cole accused the executive branch of being behind the plot to illegally remove the Speaker, an action he said undermines the democratic gains Liberia has made over the years. Meanwhile, reports of bribery over the plot to remove the Speaker have surfaced in the public. Some lawmakers, including Bapolu County Representative Luther Collins, are accusing their colleagues of receiving $15,000 upfront to remove Kofa. He bragged of having the evidence to prove his claim, disclosing plans to distribute another $10,000 if they succeed in removing the Speaker. Nimba County District 7 Representative Mosability is urging his colleagues at the legislature to engage the matter surrounding the attempt to remove the Speaker with integrity and calmness. The Nimba County lawmaker took to his official Facebook page explaining the processes involved in removing a sitting Speaker, noting that the resolution must be presented before the plenary and formally read by the chief clerk. He noted that following that process, the Speaker must be allowed to respond to each point raised, allowing every member to give their opinions. The House's Committee Chair on National Security furthered that after that, a hair count vote must be conducted, and if a significant number of the lawmakers agree to remove the Speaker by vote, only then shall the Speaker be removed. Representative Ability said he believed they can solve this issue while upholding their oath to defend the Constitution of Liberia. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has strongly condemned the unauthorized and inappropriate dissemination of a video interview involving a minor from Kakata, Myean County. Minister Bemi Horace Colley, speaking on behalf of the ministry on Thursday, stated that the video done without proper consent and safeguard violates the minor's right to privacy and protection as enshrined in both the national and international child protection laws. Minister Colley further emphasized the seriousness of the matter, registering the ministry concern about the well-being of the child, disclosing that the Ministry of Gender Protection, that's Gender Children Protection, is currently investigating the situation. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has meanwhile urged the public, especially media institutions and individuals, to refrain from sharing or broadcasting the video or content. Chief Myean Yol has released her legal assignments for the November and December terms of Sacred Courts judges in the country. That's Justice Young's legal assignments, according to RCI judicial correspondent, has affected the 15th Judicial Sacred Court and the 6th Judicial Sacred Court of Masurado County. Judge Obuema Konto goes to the 15th Judicial Sacred Court, and that's in Bapulu County, and Judge Smith surfaced at the 6th Judicial Sacred Court of Masurado County, known as the Civil Law Court. Judge Kabwood Notad has joined Judge Sharina Galawolo as Criminal Court E, respectively, while Judge Usman Fekai, Nani Samin, Kennedy Peabody, Safos Kerry, and Safos Kerry, Joe Bacon, P.C. Balawele, Blamo Dixon, Roosevelt Willie, among others, were retained at their various assigned sacred courts in the country by the priest of the High Court. Our judicial correspondent further revealed that Justice Young's legal setup for sacred court judges is consistent with Chapter 3, Section 3.9 of the Judiciary Law. A man identified as Big Boy Jalai has allegedly murdered his girlfriend, Susan Klobo-Cully, that's Klobo-Cully, in the Dupo Road community in Painesville. Jalai, according to sources, allegedly used knives to kill his girlfriend during the next hours of Wednesday. The son of the deceased, Genesis Kokolo, speaking to RCR News, said on Tuesday the perpetrator went at his mother's job site, threatening to kill her. According to him, following his threatening remark, while in bed on Wednesday, Bibo Jala allegedly used knife to stab his mother in her stomach, thereby leading to her death. The 11-year-old son of the victim further explained that while trying to escape, he alerted other neighbors, something he said prompted the perpetrator to chase him with mortar pestle. River G County Senator Francis Dopo has presented a communication accompanying an act to amend Section 200A of the Liberia Revenue Code. Senator Dopo, in his communication, believes the act, when amended, will help to restore financial stability and enhance quality of life for the ordinary citizens. The River G County Senator said there has been drastic increase in the exchange rate from far back in 2017, thus causing hardship for families in meeting their daily needs. Senator Dopo is therefore appealing to his colleague to support the amendment of the Revenue Code. His communication was read in section on Thursday by Secretary of the Senate, Nabolo Simbwe. And away from Liberia, Kenya Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has failed to appear in Senate to testify at his impeachment trial, with his lawyer saying that he is ill. The deputy president, who was present in the House in the morning have been due to appear from 11:30 GMT to defend himself before a vote was due on Thursday evening about whether to remove him from office or not. The sad reality is that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya has been taken sick and is in hospital, said his lawyer Paul Mitty Satan had been suspended until 17. Speaking in Parliament, Amason Kagi said they were expecting the Deputy President to take the witness stand. Then this is a time-bound process. Unfortunately, he said the impeachment trial that cannot be legally extended beyond Friday. The Speaker said the case could then proceed without the presence or for exceptional reasons to be recorded to permit a later appearance of the Deputy President after the process, citing a rule of the trial procedures. That's our CR News Bulletin. Is back to you, Maka.
Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV.
Into Truth FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in your barefoot manner, we'll keep your better like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News summary at 12. My name is Hansen the Represent. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
Yeah, we are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Well, thanks to Nakita Roberts for reading the news bulletin tonight on News Dex. If you're just joining us, you are listening to 45 minutes of news from Liberia and other parts of the world. My name is Micah Davis, presenting the top stories we following tonight. President Joseph Boakai describes Liberia as a virgin nation with vast untapped investment opportunities, encourages Italian investors to take interest in investing in the country. Failed plot to remove House Speaker Fonati Kofa as 47 representatives passed a resolution declaring vote of no confidence in the Speaker, but CDC comes in strong defense of the Speaker. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection strongly condemns the unauthorized and inappropriate dissemination of a video interview involving a banner from Kakata, Margibi County, and of the Home Front, Kenya Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in hospital ahead of impeachment vote, his lawyer says. In our first development, about 47 members of the House of Representatives, making up to third majority, has declared a vote of no confidence in House Speaker Fonati Kopa. Speaker Kopa, who is currently out of the country, his leadership has come under serious pressure by some of his colleagues who want him removed. The tension that disrupted normal section at the House on Thursday. The lawmakers said their decision is in line with Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution and Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedure of the House. That's Article 49 of the Constitution states that the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and other elected officials can be removed from office for cause by a two-thirds majority of the membership. The resolution to remove Speaker Kofa was read by Nimba County District 2 Representative Myean Flomo on behalf of his colleagues on Thursday.
Whereas Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution, Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedure of the House of Representatives, among other things, that the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and other officers so elected may be removed from office from cause by resolution of two-thirds majority of the members of the House based on Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution and Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedure of the House of Representatives. Members of the majority have formed the causes or the court of vote of no confidence in Honorable Councillor. Whereas the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Kofa, is significantly conflicted with interests which is impeding the smooth functions of various committees by being a lead consultant and lawyer for several agencies of government, concessions, and other private companies in the country over which the House of Representatives exercises oversight responsibilities. These agencies and concessions include the Liberian Petroleum and Refining Corporation, the Liberian Maritime Authority, National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, Telecommunications Authority, NASCOP, Central Trust Savings and Loan Bank, Central Bank of Liberia, Roberts International Airport, National Port Authority, National Oil Company of Liberia, B Mountain Mining Company, Western Customs, etc. This violates Rule 45.1 and Rule 45.2 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives on the subheading Conflict of Interest, which states, when a member elected or delegated by the House to perform a certain task finds that the case at hand is related to his or interest or that of a close relative, he or she shall withdraw from handling the case after notifying the House, the Speaker, or the committee of which he or she is a member. Rule 45.2. No member may be employed or engage himself or herself in an occupation which is incompatible with the responsibilities vested on him or her, or is in breach of the trust given to him or her, or is damaging to the prestige and dignity of the House. Evidently, the Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Kofa, conflicts his business interests with his leadership of the Honorable House of Representatives.
He is Representative Myean Flomo there reading that petition on behalf of his colleagues, declaring a vote of no confidence in House Speaker Fonati Kofa. Prior to reading the petition, the chair on the House's Committee on Rules, Order and Administration, Representative Marvin Cole, accused the Deputy Speaker Thomas Pala of giving out cash, including 25,000 United States dollars to each lawmaker to remove the people.
I lead to our directives, and there will be no illegal activities. My responsibility as chairman of Rules and Administration is to uphold the doctrine of our rules. And our rules clear. Our rules 10 is clear about the process of removal and what have you. Article 10 is very clear that you should give everybody that you accuse due process. If you believe that you have the numbers, Fonati Koba that you have accused, and you got resolution, wait until Fonati Koba comes here. While the Deputy Speaker is not presiding, we have recordings in our hands that the Deputy Speaker is dishing out money to remove the Speaker. So, 25,000. So he lacks the moral rectitude to preside. He's as equal as all of the rebels. Our colleagues are in violation of the law. And we will ensure that we resist that policy. From Thomas Farah's house, and it was given in his building. And that is why he uses some of the same money by house to destabilize his he's losing routine. When the speaker is removed, the deputy speaker automatically becomes the speaker in 16 working days.
he decided to conduct election for new speaker. In that time, Tono Pala, criminal, Go Pala, will consolidate himself.
He is the chairman on Rules, Order and Administration, Marvin Cole, speaking at the House of Representatives on Thursday when session was disrupted by attempt to remove the speaker from office, accusing Representative Asfala, who is the deputy speaker, of being behind the plot to remove the speaker. Meanwhile, Representative Fala has denied the claim, stating that he does not have the power to remove the speaker. Fala told a local radio station in Monrovia on Thursday that the speaker is his boss and he has no reason to plot against him. At the same time, the Speaker's party, the Congress for Democratic Change, has come in strong defense of their members, stating that the party will resist any attempt to illegally remove Speaker Kofa. CDC acting chairman Janga Kowo said the party stands by Speaker Kofa, stating that he has committed no wrong to be removed. Kowo accused the executive branch of government of being behind a plot to illegally remove the speaker, an action he said undermines the democratic gains Liberia has made over the years.
We in the strongest term condemn the intent of the Joseph Bada government to infuse money at the national legislature to try to remove the speaker. We are thankful that that particular activity was aborted today, and we are constructively engaged with our lawmakers. We are warning our lawmakers to stay clear of this attempt to remove the speaker, because the speaker was elected and we the CDC fully support the speaker as we speak. So we're going to be working along with the leadership of the CDC and the national legislature to undo whatever they are attempting to do. So what they show divisions, what they show the Liberian people that will remain steadfast with the strongest, and we think that the heart of corruption to use state resources to try to undermine the democracy of the country, to try and undermine the rule of law, and will show that those involved will be their way. And we want to warn CDC lawmakers that you have got the CDC to contend with. Because we are seeing a purported resolution circulating that some of our members have signed. And we want to call on you that let them continue to be a rumor, because the CDC will not take the situation lightly.
Here's the acting chairman of the opposition Congress for Democratic Change, Janga Kowo, speaking. Meanwhile, reports of bribery over the plot to remove the speaker have surfaced in the public. Some lawmakers, including Bapolu County Representative Collins, are accusing their colleagues of receiving $15,000 upfront to remove Kofa. He bragged of having the evidence to prove his claim, disclosing plans to distribute another $10,000 if they succeeded in removing Speaker Kofa.
For the past 2 days, there have been news in and around the Capitol building about lawmakers wanting to impeach Speaker Kofa. Then we heard that certain group of them are giving money up. You have to receive $15,000. Then after you sign and the mission is accomplished, then of course you can receive the balance of the money. I was told that the total sum is $25,000. So I also been making some due diligence and follow up, because this is good for our country. I think we have come here to work for our people. So, being officer of the 54th, before coming in as 55th lawmaker, I came with a clear agenda that I'm coming to work for the Liberian people, not myself. So, I decided to go there and pretend as though I am part of them. And of course, they called me last day, and I said we're going to today. So this is where we end up. I managed to do away with the amount of 14,000 plus, because Representative Jim Bullet took I think for $200 or some dollars per hundred in the presence of Clarence along with his travel. But we have also planned ourselves. We made a plan that a group will be behind me, because I have not identified myself to be anywhere. I will go there and act like I'm part of them, and make sure that what they are doing to be brought in public. And this listing, you will be surprised. The names are here. They have been wanting for the number to build up. So I have to use my own logical experience. So I cajole them and make sure that this listing be in our possession, along with whatever involved with the listing, which is the money.
Here's Wapolu Representative Luther Collins there speaking about bribery involving the plan to remove Speaker Kofa. He spoke to some group of journalists today at the Capitol building in Monrovia. The man only identified as Big Boy Jala has allegedly murdered his girlfriend Susan Colley in Dupont Road, Pinsville. Jala, according to sources, allegedly used a knife to kill his girlfriend during the night hour of Wednesday. The son of the deceased, Genesis Kokolo, speaking to RCR News, said on Tuesday that the perpetrator went at his mother's job site, threatening to kill her. According to him, following his threatening remarks while in bed on Wednesday, Big Boy Jala allegedly used knife to stab his mother in her stomach, thereby leading to her death.
Yesterday, the man tell me said, I will kill you, Mama, go into a wagon play and then go tell you, you will not have to come in Bango and fasten. So, yesterday, the kill a woman. So, you get what I know, the two sons, I will come back. You don't know, I think dying. Then one car will pass over by the car. When you come out, to go see I will go off and get a more than another nine. Now, the man hold a more than I went by the car and hold it. So, you hold it to an foot and just on the room. That was
The man at 20 years, what a man.
People chat.
Before you can kill your man in the net, there was any argument between the both of them?
When they said the argument, they said, talk, yeah, to the woman. As I was sleeping, girls are in those and making a wake up. Then one car went by the lake off. Come back inside. That I think we're going to go tell Mama. That was a more to John Osa, the man hold a more to from I went by the government, what a more to from 2 and start waiting.
They said that
I'm living the same house of all my own matters. I live in the kitchen. Then live in the room.
How are you?
I down here.
So tell us, what you want the government to do?
For the man?
Yes.
I want to kill you.
Well, he is 11-year-old son of the deceased, Genesis Kokolo, there explaining what he experienced to our reporter Cooper Sanga. River G County Senator Francis Dopo has presented a communication accompanying an ad to amend Section 200A of the Revenue Code. Senator Dopo, in his communication, believes the act, when amended, will help to restore financial stability and enhance quality of life for the ordinary citizens. The River G County Senator said there has been drastic increase in the exchange rate from far back in 2017, thus causing hardship for families in meeting their daily needs. His communication was read in plenary on Thursday by Senate Secretary Nambala Sembe.
Since 2017, we have witnessed a drastic increase in the exchange rate. Starting from $89 to more than $500 in 2024. And now sitting at $192 against $1 US. This considerable devaluation has really impacted the possible income and purchasing power of households. Given that Liberia is heavily reliant on simple, the rising costs associated with the exchange rate of further strain household markets, making it increasingly difficult for families to meet their basic needs. This situation necessitates immediate legislative action to provide relief to our citizens. The proposed amendment published in final draft list that will soon be submitted to plenary for consideration. The support is essential to ensure its passage in implementation by adjusting the personal income tax rate in response to these challenges. We can help restore some measure of financial stability and enhance the quality of life for our constituents.
He is the Secretary of the Liberian Senate, Nambala Sembe, there reading a communication that accompanied an ad to amend portion of the Liberia Revenue Code presented or submitted by River G County Senator Francis Dopo. Well, at this point now, let's cross over to Edwin Batafoyan to bring us sports on news decks tonight. Good evening, Edwin.
Good evening, Maka, and good evening, everyone. Painesville Bulldogs basketball team vice president for administration liability has vowed to ensure that Painesville Bulldogs are second to none in the second division category of the Liberia Basketball Association League. Speaking after the team defeated 72nd Wildcats at the SKD Sports Complex Basketball Gymnasium, liability lauded his side for the brilliant performance in the second and third matches of the best of three series in the third division league after losing the first match. He disclosed that basketball was his favorite sport in the past, something he said motivated him to join Painesville Bulldogs after seeing the potential in the team. Meanwhile, the head coach of Painesville Bulldogs,
So I thought it was a joint team, which is the Painesville Bulldogs. They are in the third division, and they're in the playoff. And I'm happy that at least now we are qualified to state final. So I'm grateful. With this win, we are qualified for the second. The previous game we played, the previous round, we threw out the team that we played. So we came over, we're overconfident playing this, the first round of this team.
Meanwhile, the head coach of Painesville Bulldogs, Edwin Zua, has promised the resident of Painesville City the Liberia Basketball Association Third Division Championship. Speaking after his team 47-39 points victory over Wildcats of 72nd, Zuba, who attributed his team's first defeat to complacency, vowed to ensure that the Painesville-based team wins the championship and do their very best in the second division.
We were both prepared to went back after our team, went back, saw our lapses, and we worked on it, and this time. To come back in time, went back, worked this stuff, came back, took the win. We won all quarters. Full quarter, we won all straight. Yes, our first team was to qualify for seventh division and win the championship. Now we have crossed the first part of the league, qualify for seventh division.
Now to football, Liberia Football Association First Division defending champions Watanga conceded defeat to Shaping Balls of Leska by goal to nil at the SKD Sports Complex on Wednesday afternoon. The Flomo first half goal got all 3 points for the Shaping Balls in their first match of the 2024-2025 Liberia Football Association First Division League. Another result, FC Fasel overpowered Bay Mountain at the ATS by 3 goals to 0 victory for the Missionaries, while Shatta FC bowed down to Freeport 2 goals to 0 in Kakatan at the Nesebido Sports Stadium. As well, LPRC Orders and Invincible 11 settled to an entertaining 1-1 draw, while Discovery won Blackman Warrior 3 goals to 2 at the D2 Sports Stadium in Newtown. In the biggest result of the day, Heaven 11 dragged Mati Barrow 7 goals to 0 in Buchanan City, Grand Bassa to move first place on the league table. Painesville FC proved their strong Giants against Global Farmer with a convincing 3-0 victory. In the second division, CC United and Junior Professional match ended in a 2-2 draw, while Ghana's VFC bowed down to Church Boys Jubilee in a 2-4 goals aggregate, while District 17 defeated Nima Kwado 5 goals to 1. Gompa FC defeated MPA Angle 2 goals to 0, while Magibi FC won Sano MPA 2-1 in Greenville City, Sano County. Willard DC proved supremacy over Philadelphia Lone Star by recalling an entertaining and dramatic 4-0 victory over Mati Infoso, while Mati Infoso forfeited to Samurai FC. And away from Liberia now, Sudan's victory over Ghana in qualification of the 2025 African Cup of Nations of Morocco will have brought pride and joy to the country affected by civil war, according to forward Abakar Issa. Sudan beat the Black Stars of Ghana 2 goals to 0 in a home game played on neutral ground in Libya on Tuesday, and needed just 1 point from the last 2 qualifiers next month to secure place in the final. The civil war between the Sudanese army and the Rapid Support Forces military began in April last year, leaving millions displaced and many facing famine as the country experienced the worst humanitarian crisis. And finally, referees chief head Howard Webb says there has been an 80% reduction in the number of video assistant referee errors this season. It has now been 5 years since VRO was introduced in the Premier League, but the system and the way it used continue to attract plenty of debate. There's plenty of debate. According to the independent key match incident panel, there were 31 incorrect usage of VRO during the 2023-2024 season. In June, Premier League clubs voted 91, that's 19 to 1 in favor of keeping VRO after Wolverhampton Wanderers took a vote to scrap it. An independent survey commissioned by the Premier League suggested that 4 out of 5 fans want to keep VRO in the league. And that's it for the sports.
Ria TV, True FM.
Okay, Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into Truth FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the plan?
Here on News Desk, Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine Gaffran says the government is being pressured by international banks on the payment of debts. Appearing Thursday on State Radio, the Finance Minister noted that as it stands, the government of Liberia is indebted to many international and regional banks, including ECOWAS and the World Bank. According to him, due to the overstay of the debt, those banks are now pressurizing the country to settle the debts.
All of them. And they too are putting pressure for us to pay their debt, whether it's the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the ECOWAS Bank for International Development, for the RI, things like that. So yes, are being encumbered by all of them. It may sound big, right? But if we expand our economy, to pay our debt will not be a big issue. So we need to expand the denominator. When we expand the denominator, we're going to get credible. And the extension is going to take place. So we are working with our partners. I talk about the EDB and the World Bank on the energy compact for Liberia. When we do that and we increase energy access, our economy is going to expand. There are going to be more small businesses that are going to get profit. And they're going to have, branches around. They will employ.
Yes, Finance Minister Augustine Gaffran there speaking on State Radio today. To this development, the Executive Director of Her Voice Liberia, Evangeline Salive, has underscored gaps for Liberian women in accessing justice. According to her, inasmuch as the nation has made history in producing the first female president and vice president, there are still loopholes for Liberians to meet up with the Maputo Protocol of 2003. The Maputo Protocol is a legal instrument adopted by the African Union on July 11, 2003 in Mozambique to promote and protect the rights of African women. Speaking Thursday at a day-long dialogue commemorating the 21st anniversary of a Solidarity for African Women's Rights in Monrovia, a youthful women's rights activist underscored women's lack of access to justice, lack of adequate access to health care, among others, as issues confronting women and girls in the country.
Over the last 20 years, Liberia, as much as we're still struggling to meet the benchmark, but we've been able to do a lot. For instance, within 20 years, we're able to have a rape law. Within 20 years, we're able to ensure that we have a female vice president. We also have a president. So, as much as I mentioned earlier, there are still many things that need to be done. We cannot overlook the fact that we have held key positions. However, a lot needs to be done. Because generally, we're looking at the entire protocol as a whole. There are still a lot of loopholes that are very set to fill out. For instance, we still struggle when it comes to getting access to justice for women and girls. We still struggle with we have a referral pathway that's not even much of a functional because we are still trying to ensure that gets, we also struggle with having more stop centers. We have a whole country, and there are some counties that cannot even post up a single. Our health sector is still struggling. We are still, going through mentality mortality. The rate is still high. We also have the issue of trafficking in person that we're still at tier 2. It's not encouraging. There are still many issues that needs to be looked at. And it's a good thing that we are seeing the willingness to go forward from the civil society space, from our donor partners, and there was some but we still believe that still needs to be done. And this can only be done if we are able to throw light to what the issues are and what the solutions will be.
She is the Executive Director of Her Voice Liberia, Evangeline Salive, there speaking well, folks. This is all the time we've got to be with you tonight on News Desk. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. President Joseph Boakai describes Liberia as a virgin nation with vast untapped investment opportunities, encourages Italian investors to take interest in investing in Liberia. Failed plot to remove House Speaker Fonate Kofa as 47 representatives passed a resolution declaring a vote of no confidence in the Speaker, but CDC comes in strong defense of their member. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection strongly condemns the unauthorized and inappropriate dissemination of a video interview involving Ebano from Kakata, Margibi County. And of the Home Front, Kenya Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in hospital ahead of impeachment vote, his lawyer says. Many thanks to all of you for your listening role. Thanks to our reporters, correspondents, and all those who helped to make this edition of News Desk a success. Nakita Roberts read for us the news bulletin tonight. Erin Batafoyan brought us sports on News Desk. Kopa Sangal Sarakancho and coordinated the sounds. Myean Torgbean has been behind the cameras. Thanks to our affiliate radio stations across the country for relaying the news program. This news program is powered by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. My name is Maka Davis. Good morning.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV.
Into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier? The black barrier is to tell Joseph Boakai if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll take your later like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen there represent.
Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
Yeah, we are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to True FM 96.1.